Yes, sir. My man AOH.
Robin can't wait. I told Robin I'm just going to let the music play for a while because YouTube won't notify people. Give it a little extra time. But Robin's chomping at the bit in the background. He's ready to go. No, Jimmy James, I'm not fashionably late. Unfortunately, this is a new strategy because people need a chance to find out on their own that we are live because YouTube isn't going to tell them.
That's right, AOH. That's right, man. So once again, you know we are back. We hit you guys with another one. It's like Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal and Running Scared, right? It's like Danny Glover and Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon. It's like Bill Russell and John Havlicek on the Celtics. We're back for another live, and you guys know you wanted it, so we're going to give it to you guys. I see you guys in the chat. Once again, man, Renee is out there like always. I mean, my goodness, you truly humble us with the support. Michael Mike, Mick Zuggins, King Speech Row. Shout out to all you guys. AC24, Just a Messenger, Mr. Chicago Bulls, Callie Young, Push, Pulo, Paolo Constantino, excuse me, my man, Leo Zakari. I see all you guys out here. Jay Rockwell, much respect, man. You guys know the deal. Let's roll.
As Robin said, you guys asked for it. So Robin just gave me some good news this morning. What's the good news, Robin? What'd you just agree to? What did both of us just agree to?
Not one, not two, but 3 shows. We're going to hit you guys with 3. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to hit you guys with some lives. And this ain't going to be like LeBron James on the Miami Heat promising everybody 5, 6, 7, 8 championships and then not delivering. We're going to tell you we're going to do it, and then we're going to come through and do it, man.
Oh, shit. That sounds like accountability.
That's right. Holding yourself accountable. You guys know.
Yeah. Thank you for noting that we were missing yesterday King's Speech. We're working out details with one of our old friends on YouTube, trying to help an old friend out. And I think we're going to go ahead and come back next Sunday. So good news to everybody. I think, yeah, we're going to go ahead and come back next Sunday. And
hey, we're going to be back. That's why I'm hyped right now. I see you on the chat. Yo, my man Paolo, you know it. That's why I'm hyped, because we wasn't here yesterday, man. We didn't get to bring it to y'all. So now we're going to bring it to you. We're going to bring it to you all week.
Robin, this next bit is your fault. For everyone who showed up early, you get to enjoy this. But you caused this. You actually made me go watch the movie. I had not seen it. Interestingly enough, and here we go. Fucking stupid ass.
Yes, I already hear the music playing.
Here it is.
This is outstanding,
dude. The 80s, so innocent, so fucking innocent.
The outstanding work once again by the czar of the video footage, my man AOH, and shout out once again to the late great Gregory Hines. Shout out to the movie Running Scared. Anybody that knows that movie, that's seen that movie, my dad had that movie on VHS tape back in the day when I was young, and I remember him always putting it in. I remember watching it. I still watch that movie to this day. Shout out to them. You know the deal, man.
I'm going to put you on the spot. A little quiz. Is that Billy Ocean or Michael McDonald singing?
That is Michael McDonald.
Okay. Am I the only one that thought that it was even possible to confuse the two voices? For a second, I did not know that was Michael McDonald.
Yes.
Anyways, that's not the end. I've got to do
classics.
I gotta, and by the way, I'm as hyped up as Robin. I cut my jog off short this morning to do that.
I mean, they was on roller skates in that scene, man. They was fishing out there, man. They was, I mean, you know the deal, man. They was out there just doing it, man.
Okay, what? Come on, get on there. All right.
That movie's got so many just like.
Watch.
All right.
Look at this shit.
Oh, my man.
Oh my God. Yeah. Funny you should mention the roller skates. I could not ignore Gregory Hines' cutoff. I don't know if that's crazier than what Billy Crystal's wearing, but guys, this actually happened. You could wear that shit and still be, I guess, a man.
Oh, they wasn't carrying no purses though.
No. There we go. That was supposed to be the lead up. LeBron does.
Yes, my man.
LeBron does have a bag. It's an orange one. Honestly, the jeans, I thought he was.
But he proved us all wrong. He did. He proved us all wrong. He got a bag. He proved it. He did, man. No doubt.
This isn't the first time we've seen him walking around with purses.
Nope. I mean, my goodness, man. You know, listen. When we talk,
Michael McDonald's so down as Anita Baker. I'm gonna have to try that.
Listen, man. We joke around a lot of times on here, man. AOH, I have a good time. Everybody in the chat, man, we joke around a lot. But when LeBron James comes out like this, see, these are the kinds of things like when he's on the basketball court and he's flexing his muscles, man, and he's pointing at his arms and, he's trying to, these are the moments, also along with him rolling on the floor, all those kinds of, but these kinds of things, man, like, where's the manly energy coming up off you, man? This is why I'm always talking about. I mean, look at his fan base, man. These are the kinds of things that, they went out there and got the Barbie doll of LeBron James. They stood in line for that thing. They were proud of that moment. That was a big moment for them.
Listen.
Yo, always think about now they can put the Barbie doll in the purse. They can carry around the Barbie doll in the purse.
What I've got on the screen right now is more manly than going out and buying somebody's Barbie doll.
Yo, them dudes was cops in Chicago, man. All right? To be a cop in Chicago, you gotta be crazy. It's crazy out there in Chi-Town, man.
They're just trying to fit in Key West.
Them dudes trying to retire. That's the style. Look at them dudes. And once again, the swag dripping off them dudes is still a billion over LeBron James and his zero swag, man. Like I said, he's fake. You listen, be real, man. You fake as hell, LeBron James.
Hey, we're gonna be old heads for a little bit. I have to point something out, Robin. The fashion and people being, getting concerned about zestiness. Are people not aware of these ultra conservatives that are coming out on the basketball courts wearing shorts that are like trying to show me they're fucking assholes? I mean, what are these dudes wearing nowadays? And these are not zesties coming out and showing off fashion. This is what people are wearing on the basketball court now. Is that happening there too? And I'm not talking about San Francisco. I'm talking about fucking Sacramento and Fresno, all the red areas of California. These dudes are coming out wearing the tightest goddamn shorts that are short as short and pajama socks. And what's happening? I just don't understand. I don't understand it.
See, this is the thing. When we talk about, like, okay, for example, like you have up on the screen right now, AOH, you have a picture. So if someone who's, maybe taking this as a negative, what we're saying, and they want to try to knock, what they're wearing in this photo, what I would say to them is this. When we talk about how you're dressing or how you're carrying yourself, the way that you act, the way that you speak, all of these things go in combination with each other. if you hear Billy Crystal speak or Gregory Hines speak, the characters that they portray in the movie, if you watch the movie, then what you do is you get a picture of who they are. And who are they? These guys are, like I said, they're detectives in Chicago, man. These guys are, you can pretty much argue they're womanizers to a degree. Billy Crystal's is separated from his wife in the movie, and Gregory Hines is sleeping with various different kinds of women. So when you talk about these guys and you talk about who they are, there's no one that's going to mistake these guys for being soft or for being feminine or being the victim, so to speak, because that's how people act today. That's how the quote-unquote men act today. They play the victims. Men are not supposed to be playing the victims. They're not supposed to be so emotional and react so emotionally. So once again, it's not just about what you wear and, just that alone. It's the combination of all these things in conjunction with each other, man. You listen to some of the way these people speak, man. Put some bass in your damn voice when you talk to me. That's what I tell some of these soft-ass people, man. Don't come at me with this soft-ass voice, man. All right? So these are the kinds of things we talk about. You ever shake someone's hand and their handshake is all soft and their handshake is all limp? What the hell is wrong with you, man? Shake my damn hand like a grown man. I remember when I was in high school, I met my girlfriend's father. This is in high school. I was in 11th grade, and I met my girlfriend's father. And I'm first time meeting him, and I shook his hand. And he said to me, he looked me in my eye, and he said, "That's a really good handshake you have." He goes, "That'll get you places." He's like, "I like that." And he looked me in my eye. He respected me. I was 15 freaking years old, man. There's a grown man telling me this. He respected my handshake. I remember when I was in high school, I was on the varsity basketball team. And my basketball coach was a Heisman Trophy candidate. This is my basketball coach. This guy, Paul Toscano, man, look him up. Dude was a legit football player. He was my basketball coach. This guy was old school. He found out that I was being recruited to play football at West Point. So he came to me one day, and he stuck his hand out, and he said, "Shake my hand." And I shook his hand. And he said, "When you go to West Point, and you go and meet the general up there, when you go and meet some of these important people, you have to have that handshake when you go up there." Listen, man, some of these people, y'all don't know what it takes to be a man. All right, so this soft-ass dressing, this soft-ass walking, this soft-ass talking, this is how y'all doing? Nah, man, we ain't getting behind this.
Yeah, you can wear what Gregory Hines is wearing as long as the rest of your lifestyle isn't soft. Give a handshake. It's funny, Robin. We're going to be old heads again. I remember it being very important to grown men if you gave them a good handshake and looked at them. That doesn't. I get cringe now when someone doesn't give me a good handshake. Even now,
soft ass handshakes, man. I tell my wife about this stuff. I laugh about this stuff. I meet people at her job. Some of these functions I gotta go to as an adult. I gotta sacrifice for my wife. I go to some of these functions, man. These freaking men that I meet, these guys that have power, they got these fancy cars, they got all this damn money. These freaking guys put their hand out and it's all soft, man, like a dead fish. What the hell, man?
Gregory Hines sporting the Walter Payton jerseys. Sweet. So do you want to look at some of my footage, or do you want to talk about Paul Pierce first?
Whatever you want to do. We can go to the footage.
Okay. All right. I
we can go on that too.
I was thinking about something you said in your rant, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that as ridiculous as what they say is it that Paul Pierce himself is that ridiculous, or that a show like Speak requires you to be ridiculous? Because it just, you got to pick and choose your battles, and it's not even worth listening to these shows because it seems like their whole goal is to get a reaction. And what he says on Monday is not what he's going to say on Tuesday. So none of it means anything. But the audience has to be able to figure that out. And it's just not a very intelligent audience. So if they hear one day Paul Pierce say that he's the greatest scorer ever, then some people, I guess, you may go, "Oh, wow." I don't know. I actually don't know who can buy that. Except here you got, apparently Kevin Garnett backed him up on this. Don't we want to like Kevin Garnett? Don't we want to think about him playing the right way most of the time? Yep. And then he comes out and does that. I mean, what are we supposed to think about anybody? Where's the consistency?
Yeah, listen, let me be clear with Kevin Garnett and the things that I said, Kevin Durant, like some of these guys, man, like their tweets in support of Paul Pierce comments, it comes in response to basically, like I said, the fans laughing at these comments. People like me and you, others making videos, like I said, and people like, how are you the greatest scorer, or how you feel this way, or whatever the case may be. My problem with Kevin Garnett is not necessarily like, I respect Kevin Garnett's basketball career, man. I have no problems with Kevin Garnett, his career, his achievements. To me, like I said, one of the greatest of all time, no doubt about it, man. You can argue he's one of the top 5 power forwards in the history of the game, man. Like I said, I got no problem. Like, when I talk about LeBron James, I don't even respect LeBron James' career. I don't respect how LeBron James went about his career and all the antics that he's allowed to get away with and the way he's manipulated this. None of that. I don't respect none of this stuff. I don't have no problem with Kevin Garnett, the basketball player. What I talked about with Kevin Garnett is these guys not being true friends. Once again, let's educate and let's talk about, what you value. A true friend. Who's a true friend? What does a true friend really mean? I'll be honest, I don't really have any friends. When we think about these kinds of things, I have acquaintances, people that I know, but I don't have people that I grew up with or people that I've known since I was 5 years old. And someone, your true friend, someone that you could lean on, someone that you could depend on, someone that you can go to. If that's a friend to you, those people are supposed to be able to hold you to a standard and call you out on your nonsense. If I say something nonsensical, man, in front of my friends or people that I'm supposed to be, called family and things of that nature, man, they're going to hold me accountable and be like, what are you talking about? Like I said, the people that I'm around, someone like my wife, for example, we talked about that. LeBron James has his wife come on stage and call him the GOAT. Like, these are the people that you surround yourself with. Kevin Garnett could back up Paul Pierce and have his back, but at the same time, not have to say that he's the greatest scorer of all time. It just doesn't sit well with the reality. Because like I said, you're not honoring the game or respecting the game. This is once again a teachable and educatable moment for someone like Paul Pierce to bring up the great scores, other guys that can score great, because this has never been a conversation of Paul Pierce's ability to score. No one's denied that Paul Pierce is a great scorer or can score the basketball. No one's denied this. The problem is when you say you're the greatest at it. No one's saying that. You cannot say that. That's insane.
What do you think Paul Pierce's handshake is like? Is it a wheelchair handshake?
I'll tell you right now, someone like him, like I said, what we talk about, it's a combination of things. So when you talk about your handshake and all these things that you do, the way you carry yourself, integrity, man. Where's honor? Where's the honor in the statements that Paul Pierce? How honorable it is for you to pump yourself up that way? Paul Pierce could have easily said, "Yo, man, I'm one of the all-time great scorers in NBA's history." Boom, no problem, man. You're right.
Paf, I have to agree with you. Paf Raj, be happy to even get a handshake. These young dudes don't have that confidence anymore. It's so true. Like, fucking greet me, look at me, act like you're a goddamn adult. Yeah, these guys stop like developing at age 5 these days. They get bigger, but they stop developing.
Yeah, I don't know what they value. Like I said, the value. I often say the word value. What do you value? I put up a poll a while back, I don't know, some months back, and I actually asked about the handshake. I said, is a handshake value? Do you value a handshake? Is it important to you to have a handshake to you? Like, to think about that. Not come in here like it's like a dead fish, some soft-ass handshake, none of this stuff, man. To come in there and look someone in their eyes, on a grown-up, man, look them in their eyes when you shake their hand and let them know that you're there with them, man. Once again, there's a lot of things that's involved in a handshake. People think, that's what I'm saying, like, what do you value? People, and then some people didn't think it was a big deal. So what do you value? So, like I talk about, we say this many times, you gravitate towards the people that have the same values as you. If you don't think having a handshake is important as a grown man, then, like I said, man, then you don't value that. That's sad for you. I talk about making your bed in the morning, right? I talk about some of the things that's simple for a lot of people. If you think about something like making your bed, some people don't think it's a big deal. They don't value that. I make my bed every morning. My wife doesn't do that. I make the bed in the morning. It's something that I do. It's just part of my morning routine. Like I said, like waking up in the morning, like exercising, like brushing your teeth. Do you value brushing your teeth? Do you brush your teeth every day? If you don't value that, then you're not going to do it, right? So once again, what values do you hold to you?
Michael Knight, I hear you, man. When I was watching that movie and when I heard that song come on, it took me back immediately. I was like, oh, shit, that's what the 80s sounded like.
Yep.
Shine, sweet freedom. Well, Paul Pierce, don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. I guess we'll move on because I got some interesting footage to look at. I'm going to start. I did a short on assists, and we'll start with that one. Except the let's. So this is where Austin Reeves catches the ball before half court, takes his first dribble before half court, takes 3 more dribbles, shoves off the defender. And the detail that I noticed later was that LeBron James also shoves off the second defender to help Austin Reeves. Absolutely all of this is legal now. And an assist. Why don't you just... Here we go.
The stats. Got the stats.
Here we go.
So he got an assist for that.
Here it goes. Slow and catches. We are before. There's the first dribble. Second dribble.
Second dribble.
Third. And fourth. And the shove. Now watch LeBron shove McDaniels in the air with that sneaky little offhand. He does that shit all the time.
Man, see. you know what's funny, man? I'm sorry. Yeah. What's really funny about that, you know, I saw someone in the chat say something about honor in sports as if it doesn't pertain. Honor doesn't pertain to sports. And
What?
That's laughable. Once again, what do you value? Because if you just look at that play right there, look at that play that LeBron James did. Like you said, the slight shove in the lower back when a man's in the air. Is that an honorable play from LeBron James? And like you said, these are moments that LeBron James is typically doing. That's why that guy, Isaiah Stewart, was chasing him around the court. And he was running away like a coward because of the cheap shots and the antics that he's always doing on the court. This isn't every once in a while for LeBron James. And like you said, this man took 4 dribbles and got an assist.
The first dribble was on the other side of the court, man. You can't say that leads directly to the shot. And yes, no, I'm not making this up. It is all in NBA's advanced stats for what LeBron James got. And that's, you know, this is just me looking at the fourth period, people.
That's insane, man. See, that's why we were talking about some of these guys in NBA's history that were great passers, but they didn't necessarily rack up the quote unquote assists. It's because they weren't getting these cheap assists. I mean, like I said, when you talk about some of the point guards from back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, the 80s, I mean, my goodness, these guys would probably have 1,000 more assists if they were able to get assists counted that way. That's why the assist totals don't necessarily make you or indicate you as being a great assist man or great playmaker. I mean, my goodness, how could that even be? Great play from LeBron James, man. That was a hell of a play.
You must have misunderstood that comment, I hope. I don't even understand because I actually thought sports was one of the places where you learned honor. Like I thought it helped you develop honor, like play the right way and battle. And when you lose, you learn how to handle losing correctly. And when you win, you learn how to handle winning correctly. What do you mean there's no honor in sports? You mean now? Maybe now. I don't know. I don't know what that comment meant.
No, but that's what it was. They were laughing. We were mentioning the word honor as it pertains to sports. Like you said, sports has so many things that you can learn. Like you said, values that you can get. Like I said, like we talk about sportsmanship, man. Like there's honor. Is there any honor in flopping? There's no honor in that. That's not honorable out there. The way these guys are flopping around. Is there any honor in load managing? When you could be playing, when you should be playing, when you're getting paid to play, when people are expecting you to play and you're not there, there's no honor in that. Like I said, when you talk about these things, there's absolutely room for integrity, all of those things. That's why I said you gravitate towards the people who have similar values and things of you. These people don't know what they're talking about. Because you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of LeBron James fans, I'm convinced that they did not play competitive sports ever in their lives. And you know, when I say that, I'm not saying that lightly or jokingly. Like I said, there's something that could be said for being competitive, for being a competitor, for understanding what it means to play sports and to compete in sports and the things that it takes to be, like I said, a competitor and have sportsmanship. If you're playing in a game when you were growing up and you played against a team and they beat you, after the game, you guys shook hands, right? Did you not? if the other team didn't shake hands with you, you would have felt some kind of way about that. You would have felt slighted. You would have felt like they were disrespecting you. You wouldn't have respected them for not doing that. So you always shook hands. That was part of the game, man. So when we talk about all these kinds of things, man, I just don't get some people, and like I said, what they think about.
I still framed it there with LeBron's sneaky little forearm, which, by the way, would have gotten that tiny little shit right there would have gotten Michael Jordan an offensive foul, which I've proven with video footage. You know, we have a very, very extra level moronic Braun fan in the chats. We're not going to acknowledge him by name, but it's just amazing to me how LeBron fans and a lack of accountability go hand in hand. Those are the people that are attracted to LeBron James. Hey, show me a way out. Hey, let's talk about someone else. Hey, why are you talking about me? I don't know, maybe because your king, LeBron James, won't shut the fuck up and won't stop fucking up, and his La Media won't stop talking either. Oh, but hey, shut up, everybody. Just let it happen. Stand back and let it happen. That's basically what you fools are saying. Hey, don't try and shine the light on our bullshit. Just let us have it. You guys think that that's integrity? LeBron James is embarrassing, like in every facet of his life. His game, his on-court behavior, his off-court behavior, his fake family life. He's shameful. He's shameful. I could probably break his hand with my handshake. Fingertip push-ups.
Hey,
Fingertip
you ever know
push-ups,
that
man.
one dude that you knew in your life, whatever it was? I remember when I used to work in the jail, man, back in the day, man. There was this one guy there, man. He had that old man strength. Every time you shook this dude's hand, every time I greeted this guy, he was trying to like break your damn hand. So every time I came in for a handshake with this guy, I had to come prepared, man, because I knew he was going to come in there and bring it, man. I'm saying, like, yo, these are the kinds of things that we talk about. I respected that.
Let's you ready to watch the absolute assault, the physical illegal assault that the Lakers got away with moving screens in Game 5 against the Timberwolves? Just Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. This is just what I've pulled from Game 5.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, and by the way, you stupid ass LeBron fans, yes, this is about LeBron James, so get it through your head. Continuing to repeat your complaint that we're talking about LeBron James is not going to change anything.
Hey,
that's what we're here for.
The game, like you said, he don't want to shut up, so we're gonna keep it going.
Yeah. Hey, if he would become a better basketball player, maybe the videos would change. Look at this, Robin. Look at this right here. What the fuck is he doing? Man. He looks like he is going downfield on a kickoff, looking for somebody to hit. This isn't a basketball play. That's like I said in my video. Oh, it's in the members section. Sorry, people don't know it. I didn't understand at first that this was an attempt at a screen. It wasn't just a moving screen. It was full blown running and seeking somebody out to run his shoulder into. And it's right in front of the refs. And the other team just takes it. He just recovers and starts playing D again. It's like you're not. And watch what Vanderbilt does. God damn. Look at the ref. That was LeBron didn't set the screen this time. But it's the Lakers getting away with murder. The ref has his hand up, but that's not because he's calling a foul. Look where the ref is in the lower right corner. Look where Vanderbilt is. How can Vanderbilt get to where he needs to be to set a legal screen? It's not physically possible unless he's a teleporter. God, that's not flopping, dude. I'm sorry, but the Timberwolf is actually getting fucking knocked backwards by an illegal screen. And isn't it interesting how screens are the thing that is allowed to be physical now? And again, it's aiding the offense, as somebody pointed out to me. It's pretty obvious when you think about it. I know I'm talking a lot. You want to get through the whole thing? Because there's more. We'll come back and go through the whole thing. How's that?
Roll it.
There's the chicken winging. Just stick your fucking elbow out. Oh, by the way, this is all after LeBron has suffered his fake injury that he's doing this to people. This one's particularly interesting considering his injury, because he uses his injured leg to try and trip the other team. Look at that. He's sticking his grade 2 MCL out to trip somebody. Let's get a zoom in on this. I know, LeBron fans, how dare we keep talking about LeBron? How dare we? Because this is really respectable, and nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, folks. LeBron James not just tripping somebody, which, in case you LeBron fans don't know, is illegal. He's using his injured knee to do it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, come on. Let's go footage. And
this is funny, man. This is funny stuff.
A hard foul on Alexander.
Oh, God, this one. Look at Reeves's flop here.
Ooh, that was a hard foul on Alexander Walker, and down goes Reeves.
What was...
Say it. Say it. Say it.
No, but...
You're noticing something else, right? Are you noticing something else?
No,
Because there's something... While Reeves is flopping, LeBron James goes flying by because he was attempting another one of his fucking running down the field side shoulder screens.
Well,
and he just misses.
Like he elbowed Reeves.
I mean, maybe, but the bottom line
I'm
is...
so baffled sometimes. Like, play it, AOH.
You can talk while it plays.
Play it. We'll come back.
Look at LeBron. Look at his body motion. It's sideways and launching. He's attempting to foul the shit. Here's a replay. They go to the replay, man. You have another angle of LeBron James being illegal and Austin Reeves flopping, and they uphold the call against the Timberwolves.
I mean, I want to remind everybody, is this the playoffs that we're talking about right now?
This is game fucking 5.
Thank you. I want to remind everybody that. It's the playoff. This is playoff basketball.
I gotta, and you got Kevin. You got Kevin.
I'm sorry, Kevin, my bad.
You got Kevin Harlan saying, "Oh wow, that is a hard foul." Why? Because Austin Reeves screamed, "Ah!"
Ooh, that was a hard foul on Alexander Walker, and down goes Reeves.
I'm sorry, which is what? Look at LeBron. Look what he's trying to do, man.
And like you said, did Kevin Harlan just sit there and say a hard foul? Come on, man. Give the guy on defense some credit. He's just as confused as we are. The defensive guy's looking around like, dude, I didn't touch nobody. Who the hell sent this dude flying back? And why is LeBron James lowering his entire 260 pounds into my spine? Insane, man.
All right, everybody in the chat, which one's worse? What Reeves is doing or what LeBron's doing? Make a choice.
Oh, wait, no. Or wait, we need option B or C and D. With the referees not calling it, or calling that, or Kevin Harlan saying that that's a hard foul.
Yeah. Okay. 3 choices. 3 choices.
That's a hard foul. Are you kidding me, Kevin? See what I'm saying? Where's the integrity in the announcers? I would have been like, where's the foul there? What is Reeves doing? Call the guys out for that. There's nothing wrong with that. If a guy flops, call them out on it and say, I don't know what the hell Reeves is doing.
People, do you think, I gotta say, it's baffling to me that LeBron fans come here like, oh, what are you doing? Exercising your ability to live in denial? What do you think? Do you think you're gonna get a call from LeBron saying, hey, thank you? Thank you for your service. What are you doing?
And this is why we celebrate LeBron James when he gets eliminated, because he contaminates everything. The games that, look at this nonsense. This is ridiculous. And it's, what makes it even worse is that the LeBron James fan club, they love to try to highlight or act as if Michael Jordan had some advantage from the referees, or Michael Jordan cried to the NBA and he got all the foul calls. He got all the help. That's not the case. That's nowhere near the case. And look at what LeBron James is literally allowed to get away with. I mean, it's insane. When that dude came out with Gary 888 Sports or whatever his name was, I'm sorry I'm messing his name up. But when he had that video of the multiple fouls that LeBron James had in one sequence in the NBA Finals, this man's been allowed to get away with murder for years out there in pivotal moments. That's why I'm highlighting. This is the playoffs. He's the playoffs, and they still lost 4-1.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, about that.
Yeah, I said it in my game breakdown. That's I'll make it public one of these days. But like the Timberwolves were bad. The refs were helping the Lakers cheat, and they still couldn't win. It was amazing. And by the way, Jim came out with another video, which is supplemental to ones I've put out that show Michael Jordan getting called for the tiniest shit. This idea that Jordan had the refs on his side is getting less and less credible. In fact, here's the thing, like if people keep putting these stories out there, you start to listen to them. And I didn't think it was unbelievable. I was like, yeah, sure. All the superstars get some help from the refs. But now that I'm going back and looking at some of the shit they called on MJ, I'm like, damn, were they against you? I mean, it's some of the shit they called on MJ is pretty crazy. In playoff games.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I saw Jim's Michael Jordan finally gets upset and slammed the ball down. And he got teed immediately. LeBron James blurts out LeBron James blurts out the F-bomb, slams the ball 3 times. 3 times. Yeah. No T.
Yeah. No technicals ever. I told you he still hasn't passed Michael Jordan fouls. All of this stuff, man. Like we say, like LeBron James a coward. He acts like a coward. He plays like a coward. Look at the way I said he'll be out there flexing 1 minute. The next minute he's rolling around on the floor, crying around. Like, come on, man. The next minute he's looking at it on his arm for a cut that's not there. I mean, these are the kinds of antics of LeBron James, man. It doesn't add up. Like I said, when you look at the overall game and his lack of overall development, the stumbling and bumbling, like I said, the hitting the side of backboard still, airballing free throws all these years. Like I said, it's just insane, man, that this man is continued, to be allowed to throw his arm into people, throw his shoulder into people, manipulate the travel and carry rules of the game. It's insane.
Look at his hips, though.
I know what I want to know. And you know what's interesting, man? I want to know, what are guys carrying around? What are guys carrying around now? Like I said in my video, I remember back in the day, like men used to carry around like wallets, right? And like men were known for having like these wallets with like their whole life in it. They'd have all these things in there. Their wallets would be like 10 inches thick, man. I remember my dad had a wallet. People had wallets. What are you carrying around? Like, I'm really like, what are you carrying around? Your chapstick, your sleep masks? I'm wondering what you're carrying around. You know, you need a bunch of gum to chew on. Like, I don't understand. You have your nail polish in there. What's going on? Your makeup purse? Like, why are you carrying around a bag? I mean, my God, is it full of money? I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm trying to look through the comments and see who voted for what. Which was worse, Reeves? I see a vote for Reeves. Flopping is the worst one.
He's got baby oil in there. I don't know what he's got in there, man. What are you carrying around, man? I mean, Mike, you're LeBron James. Why are you carrying anything? I want to be carrying something. You carrying a bag? It's like these fools that you see out here, these celebrities. They get in trouble for like drunk driving or something. And I'm like, why the hell are you even driving? You're freaking rich. If you even have a slight hint that you might get in trouble for drunk driving, why the hell are you driving, man? I would have chauffeurs and people waiting on me hand and foot, man. I'm not putting myself in no position to do something stupid. I remember some years ago, I'm a New York Giants fan. There's this guy, Jason Pierre-Paul. I remember some years back, he ended up losing like a couple of fingers on his hand because of a fireworks incident, you know what I'm saying, during like 4th of July or something. And the first thing I thought about was like, why are you handling fireworks? You're literally a professional football player. Your livelihood is playing football. Who the hell told you to be hailing fireworks? Dude, you're a millionaire. I just don't get it sometimes. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, these guys are dumber than they think they are. I just don't get it, man.
Hey, don't take away their freedoms. Don't tell people how to live. That's
yeah,
very
but now
important.
they go to court and they're giving all this money away because they did some stupid stuff. It doesn't make sense. Like these people have the luxuries that the common people don't have access to. All right. So we've all done stupid things in our life. We've all done things that we probably shouldn't have done. We put ourselves in jeopardy. We put other people around us in jeopardy and stuff. But a lot of those people have those advantages. They have those, like I said, those luxuries to fall back on. But then they don't use those luxuries, and then they want to play the victim. It can't be both ways, man.
I'm actually gonna clean up a little bit. I don't really want our viewers wasting their time arguing with these fucking morons in the chat. We've got better stuff for you. Although I do wish that you LeBron fans would pick up on maybe if you stopped and listened, you could turn things around. Maybe you'd develop a handshake at some point in your life.
Yeah. They can't deny the video footage, AOH. You're putting out video footage right in front of their face. Listen, the people that are in the chat, like I said, shout out to all of our supporters out there. I see you guys, man. Shout out to my man, Hayden Phoenix, and all you guys that I see out there, man. Like I said, they're always coming through, man. You guys, you're educating them, and they're being educated. That's why they're here. So people can keep complaining, but that's ultimately why they're here. They're here to be educated and get the facts. The video footage can't be denied. You see LeBron James doing what he does.
Joe Swish says, well, thinking basketball, oh God, this is not going to be good. Said moving screens, carries, and travels aren't that big of a deal. And the game has evolved to this point. That's misuse of the word evolve. That's devolving. I don't.
Hey, shout out to Joe Swish. What I would say to that real quickly is that,
Wow.
yeah, I've done videos
Wow.
on thinking basketball and some of the content that he's done over there. And like I said, it's laughable to me. His point of view or his understanding of some of the stuff that he talks about is lacking at best. But when he says those things don't matter, fine, that's great. They don't matter. You're right. But then you can't compare those guys to the other great players from the other eras that were actually held to the higher standards. That's what we're talking about with these guys. They're not being held to the same standard.
I don't even know what to say. It evolved. It's just becoming something that it never was. That's not.
I always tell people, if you're so great, if the guys are so skilled today, which they are, no one's denying these guys have skills. What we're saying is if they're so skilled, they should be held to the highest standards, the higher standards. The guys in the 50s shouldn't have been held to the highest standard in NBA's history, but unfortunately they were. So as the game has evolved to a certain degree, these guys were allowed to get away with a little bit more, but it was still basketball, man. When you still watch what these guys were doing, they were still held to a standard. They weren't allowed to take a billion steps and moving screens all up and down the court. The game was still beautiful. It was still entertaining. It was the golden era when I was growing up, man. Everybody was watching it because it was watchable. Now it's not watchable oftentimes because of what you see out there going on. So that's not the game evolving for the better. That's the game devolving.
I would like to just say to thinking basketball, which is as abusive of a title as mind of the game. I'm not so sure either of you are thinking. Here's how simple it is, Robin. Imagine somebody setting one of those LeBron screens, moving screens on you in your pickup game. Don't tell me that that's no big deal. Thinking basketball, you want me to set that kind of a screen on you? You're going to be cool with that? You going to be cool with that? Better yet, how about if Robin sets the screen on you? I'm guessing Robin weighs more than I do. Anybody?
Yo, AOH.
Somebody's flying at you sideways with his shoulder. Don't fucking tell me it's not a big deal. Are you kidding? Come on. Come on. These are how injuries happen. And no, we're not saying, oh, but I thought you guys liked the physicality. We don't want illegal, shady, blind screens. They don't even, I mean, they're allowing LeBron to do more than they allow people to do in the NFL now.
No, AOH, man. You just made a great point right here, man, that I never really even thought about as far as the angles that you're talking about, man. When you talk about what if you were playing basketball and someone was doing this on the court? This is what we're saying. I doubt a lot of these people thinking basketball. Maybe he's never played basketball competitively before. Maybe he's never played out there on the court. Maybe he never has. I doubt some of these people have. Because like you just mentioned, if you guys are on the street playing right now, I play in the courts, man. I play on the street still, guys. I'm out there with the 20-year-olds, man. I'm out there with the young dudes, man. And you're playing basketball. Do you want guys allowed to take 3 or 4 steps? Do you want guys to be allowed to travel? Or are you not going to call guys on this? Is that going to be okay with you? Are you going to be okay with guys carrying the ball all over the court? Are you not going to call people out? Is there some kind of integrity that the game is supposed to be held to? So when you talk about those examples you just gave, AOH, man, that's a great point, man, because this is what we're saying. Like, what do you value? You obviously don't value those things because you've never played sports. So it's okay for you to go out there and get illegal screens thrown against you and guys are throwing elbow in your face. When we talk about the way that the game was played physically back in other eras, yes, basketball is supposed to be physical. It's not supposed to be dirty. When you're launching your shoulder into a guy's back when he's coming by you, that's a dirty play. It's not, however, if your teammate doesn't call out a screen for you, and the guy's standing there setting a hard screen on you, and your man runs you into that hard screen. That's on your teammates, man. That's on you not being on a swivel. That's part of basketball. That's a dirty play. When the people talk about, oh, Michael Jordan cried about the refs, this and that, it wasn't just Michael Jordan that had mentioned things. It was other players saying things. It was coaches. It was executives. It was people in the league. Why? Because they were going to hurt somebody. They didn't want Larry Bird getting hurt. They didn't want Magic Johnson getting hurt. They didn't want Michael Jordan getting hurt. That you think getting your ankles grabbed in midair, people sticking their foot out tripping you, people grabbing your face, people clotheslining you in midair, you guys think that's basketball? If someone did that to you on the basketball court, like my man AOH said, aren't you going to feel away if someone did it to you in a basketball game? That's not a hard foul. That's a dirty foul.
The applying it to pickup games, your own basketball, is the best way to argue about a lot of these things. You know, you don't want it happening to you. You watch it from home. And as you pointed out, Robin, maybe these guys don't even play. They shouldn't be talking about it at all because they've never experienced it. You shove me in the back when I'm going up for a rebound so that I'm helpless and I go flying, I'm fighting. You fucking fly at me sideways with a screen like LeBron James, I'm fighting. I might lose, but you're not fucking getting away with that. Are you kidding me? You lose at the end of the game and walk over to people and say, hey, look at my stats. And I'm old. I'm pretty sure we won anyway. You know?
Exactly, OH. No, you're right, man. That, like I said, that's not how the game is played. Like I said, man, we've all been in the streets. I don't call fouls. When I play ball, I play 5-on-5 out there in the street. I don't call fouls. So guys will grab my arms, guys hit me, I get whatever foul. I don't call fouls. If something's egregious, guys will call foul for me, whatever the case may be. I don't call fouls, man. Yeah, I'm not one of them dudes. But once again, I don't play dirty, and I don't expect anyone to hit me with a dirty foul. So, like I said, we're not out there to fight or scrap. I'm 44 years old, man. But at the same time, like you said, there's some pride there, and there's also something called respecting the game and having some integrity in the way you play basketball.
Yeah, it's like you're basically talking about a different way of communicating rather than just calling the foul. They're going to be like that, then eventually you're going to start giving it back. Like, hey, and that's when it gets really frustrating, when they think that the rules are special for them and they're not going to take the physicality back. Yep. Just a messenger said, it's not hard to educate them and listen to you at the same time. It takes as much effort as LeBron on defense. That's referring to me getting sick of the trolls on here. You know what? Maybe I just want to.
Yeah, like you said, they're educating the people out there and listening, man. Shout out to Just a Messenger, one of the true supporters.
Maybe I just want to pretend that they don't exist for a little bit. Give me my old head moment. Let me go back. Let me go back to the 80s. I'm going to go back there again right.
Goodness gracious, man. I'm going to go watch that movie tonight. Shout out to Running Scared again, man. Like I said, man, rest in peace to Gregory Hines. There was a movie called Taps. Maybe you guys know it. AOH, I don't know if you heard of the movie Taps before, with Sammy Davis Jr. People don't know Gregory Hines was a really great tap dancer along with his father, man. I'm talking about this dude was sensational, man. If you don't know, Sammy Davis Jr. could get down also with tap dancing. Yeah. But yeah, man, a great tap dancer. The movie was called Taps. Check it out, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna watch some Running Scared tonight, man. Yeah,
you know, every now and then, if I loop it just right, I won't get the copyright because that's me looping the first few seconds of the song. But yeah, I don't know. We might get copyrighted. That's the importance of having members and super chats. which we're extremely low on today, by the way.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's what happens sometimes. Like I said, man, it's all about the people coming out there. Like I said, listen to the people, hearing our voice, man. Much respect to all you guys, man. Like I said, that continue to come through, man.
What else, Robin? I think we'll make it a nice tight 1 hour this morning. We're going to be coming back Wednesday and Friday and Sunday. And Sunday. My goodness, what a week. What a week of lives coming up.
That's right.
Import says Gregory Hines was a beast in taps. Born in 85, VHS tapes were the babysitter.
Yo, that is hilarious. Yo, shout out to Import. That's a great comment. Yeah, like you said, man, Gregory Hines and taps were sensational. Shout out to VHS tapes. Shout out to VHS tapes. My man said was his babysitter. Much respect, man. My dad had a whole drawer of VHS tapes, man. A lot of us grew up on them VHS tapes, man.
Jimmy James says Sammy Davis Jr. was also a badass drummer. I did not know that.
Me neither. Dude was just talented, man. Like I said, dude was just like one of those guys, man.
Carter says we help him get through work.
Yo, that means a lot, man. Yo, shout out to Ricardo Torres for saying that. That means a lot, man, for real. I'm glad that we could give you guys something to listen to. It means a lot when people, really value what you have to say, your opinion on certain things, your views, what you feel, that means a lot, guys. So like I said, much respect to everybody there. Ricardo Torres, man, thank you.
Robin, as usual, thank you. Thanks for bringing the energy. Thanks everybody who watched us break down the video footage. And thanks for taking our little walk through the 80s. We might have to just keep researching those old 80s movies. We might have to feature one every other episode.
We might have to, man. But from now on, man, every time we do a show, I'm just going to post another clip from Running Scared, a photo from Running Scared, because that's who he is right now. That's the duo right there. That's what it is, man. Like I said, man, shout out to my man AOH, the Czar, the video footage, everybody in the chat. Thank you very much. Shout out to Cadillac Mac. I see you, man. Thank you very much, guys.